All right, all right. Hit the like button on the way in, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. This is a community discussion. Feel free to click the link and call in. I would love to hear what the opinion is of the live studio audience. The question of the evening is: did Tariq Nasheed steal FBA from Yvette Carnell's ADOS movement? I mean, guys, we all know that Tariq Nasheed only started talking about delineation and reparations rather recently. I mean, we all know that Tariq Nasheed only came out with the FBA movement. That's not a movement group, but it's not a group. He only came up with that after being invited to an ADOS event and seeing how much traction the ADOS community was getting. So, guys, again, the question of the evening is: did Tariq steal FBA from Yvette Carnell's ADOS? Let's get into the content.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
I'm sorry, family, and let me say this: Black society. I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. I apologize. I apologize for I legitimized Umar Johnson. This is why the shit comes back on me. This is why I've been trying to stay out of it, but the shit keeps coming back on me. The shit keeps coming back on me because they know that I legitimized Umar Johnson. Nobody knew who the fuck Umar Johnson was before he was in my movie, and he knows that. Nobody knew who the fuck he was.
A few inches later.
I'm not going after nobody. I'm not going. And this is what Tone and Yvette, they're going to have to fess up to this. See, I saw early on that when ADOS, when I started retweeting Tone and tweeting ADOS, no, stop. Y'all stop. Yo, Tariq want to go in. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. When I started retweeting that, that's when it started to blow up. Around November, December 2018, when I started retweeting it, it started blowing up. And I'm not patting myself on the back with that shit. And because it started blowing up and people started knowing about it, I've been in the New York Times. They've been writing about me for years. That's nothing. I ain't tripping on this shit. I don't need none of the publicity. I am not fighting for credit. I don't give a fuck about credit. I don't give a shit about no credit. I don't give a fuck about credit. I put out hashtags and I've never put my face on it. I ain't about no fucking credit, but I will not be dissed by no goddamn body when I have helped you. This shit don't help me. And when I'm doing the Foundational Black American thing, Tone was like, well, why we got competing things? They've been shitting on that. Number one, Foundational Black American, that conference is all about culture. We're talking about Foundational Black Americans as a culture. We're talking about economics, business, politics, health. We're talking about the whole culture.
Guys, the question of the evening is: did Tariq Nasheed steal FBA from Yvette Carnell's ADOS movement? ADOS is about delineating reparations. FBAs are advocating for delineation, reparations. ADOS is involved in politics. FBA preach about politics. I mean, sir, it's the same thing. The only difference is you claim that it's not a movement, which is really just another way of saying it has no structure.
As a culture, we're talking about economics, business, politics, health. We're talking about the whole culture. That's what that event is about. You guys have a political event. Your event is political.
Come here. Shut your.
Damn, wait, no. FBA's different because ADOS is political, but Tariq puts together an FBA conference just like any political organization does. And didn't he say right here that his conference was also going to be about politics?
That's when it started to blow up. Around November, December 2018, when I started retweeting it, it started blowing up. And I'm not patting myself on the back with that shit. And because it started blowing up and people started knowing about it, I've been in the New York Times. They've been writing about me for years. That's nothing. I ain't tripping on this shit. I don't need none of the publicity. I am not fighting for credit. I don't give a fuck about credit. I don't give a shit about no credit. I don't give a fuck about credit. I put out hashtags and I've never put my face on it. I ain't about no fucking credit, but I will not be dissed by no goddamn body when I have helped you. This shit don't help me. And when I'm doing the Foundational Black American thing, Tone was like, well, why we got competing things? They've been shitting on that. Number one, Foundational Black American, that conference is all about culture. We're talking about Foundational Black Americans as a culture. We're talking about economics, business, politics, health. We're talking about the whole culture. That's what that event is about.
Yeah, okay, guys. All right. Let's keep it going.
This nigga. Okay, brother, get on camera. All right. What's up, brother? You've been on here before, right?
No, I've never been on here before. This is my first time talking to you personally. It's an honor to meet you, man. I watch your movies. I like your movies a lot, but I don't like the way you disrespected the movement. I think you off code, and I think you need to get back on code because I really appreciate the way you beat when you on code, man.
Now, how am I off code? Go ahead.
Because right now you're disrespecting the founders and the leadership of ADOS, which helped you get started.
And guys, I wasn't aware of this until I started to do a deep dive into Tariq Nasheed. He was acting so egregiously disrespectful towards Yvette Carnell. He was calling her a lesbian bed wench. He nicknamed her Strappy, short for strap on. Guys, it's very interesting that Tariq Nasheed wants to joke about Yvette Carnell's sexual orientation when, for one, he has so much zesty etiquette he participates in. But for two, isn't Tariq's best buddy on his Twitter spaces a fucking transsexual called T.S. Giselle? You got the nerve to be calling Yvette Carnell strappy and saying ADOS is an LGBTQ thing when on Twitter you ain't doing nothing but hanging around with trannies. You don't want to talk about this though, Tariq. All right.
With your FBA. Which is undercutting the movie.
I don't have an FBA. You understand me?
Yeah, guys, that's the trademark for FBA. You know, he says it's not a movement, it's a lineage, but he went and trademarked the lineage.
Chatham wishes you and your family a happy Thanksgiving, with savings on all the things you'll need to make your Thanksgiving dinner a special one. Like U.S. government-inspected medallion or gold-crest...
I want you to get a turkey, man.
Look at your funky black ass. Funky, I don't understand it. First, you want to be a stick-up kid, right? But then you got shot. Now you's a base head. You're all messed up, man. Your life is trash.
Oh, man, I know I look like stir-fried shit. Man, I know that. Man, why don't you hook me up with some food, man?
The article is about framing ADOS as a group. That's the problem. This is not a good look. Now, that article was using some very...
Guys, don't you know it's bad for black people to have groups? Like, you know, like the Black Panthers and you know, like people who get together and collectivize and try to get civil rights. Like, groups are so bad. Like, oh my gosh, this motherfucker. If there was ever someone who was an agent, it's Tariq Nasheed. I mean, it's almost like somebody paid him to go and cause a bunch of chaos and confusion within the ADOS movement. And then he turned it into some $5 FBA thing that is really just about cracking jokes on immigrants online. They ain't really about doing shit. They ain't really about reparations, but he's crowdfunding a $50,000 rally to talk about reparations in DC, right? All right. He's making movies about hip hop, acting like, guys, the Latinos and the Jamaicans are going to steal hip hop if you don't pay me to make this movie. All right, guys. All right.
Incendiary words like group, organization, different chapters. And they were centralizing ADOS as a group. That was what the whole article was really doing. And I let them know, I'm not a part of no group. I'm not a part of no ADOS group. I'm not a part of no ADOS goddamn group. to do. The minute they establish this as a group, that's when they start to criminalize it. That's when they'll try to make this shit into Al-Qaeda. Yeah, that's why you stay away from that type of shit where there's a group with leadership and hierarchy on it. That's what you better live without fear. Let's be clear. And the problem is, I'm telling the reporter, hey, this is not a group. This is I'm going the lineage route. And the reporter was like, no, they want to frame this shit as a group. The problem is we're going around. Tony and Yvette are the ones who are framing this as a group. You understand?
Tariq, there's nothing wrong with Black people having groups or organizations. Why is he acting like being a group is a death sentence or something? Oh, guys, if we a group, then they gonna do us like Al-Qaeda. Okay. This is the same motherfucker who hijacked the East Coast consciousness movement, started his Melanoid Nation shit. He started his FBA cult that he modeled after ADOS. I mean, guys, this just makes no damn sense.
And they started doing that early on. See, first the term Native Black American, and I got that from Claude Anderson. Foundational Black Americans, they're taking ADOS talking points, and Tony and Yvette, they're kind of pushing this narrative like I'm riding their wave and all this bullshit.
Well, let me see. You're a middle-aged man in his 50s, and you never thought to come up with a group that's not a group called FBA until you saw ADOS. You've been known about Dr. Claude Anderson. You've probably been known about his NBA Native Black American thing, but you didn't want to start your own group that's not a group until you saw ADOS was gaining traction.
You understand? Personal about nobody. Why do we have to have foundation? Why we got to splinter the group? Okay, let's be clear about something.
And yeah, Casey, even though I don't rock with Tariq, and even though I primarily identify with the label NBA, I will still interchangeably use the term FBA. And the only reason for that is because I think that foundational Black American sounds better than American descendant of slavery or whatever. So if there's only two options and I'm more attracted to one identity than the next, then I guess I would go with that by default. But Tariq Nasheed wants you to believe that he started the modern reparations movement. He didn't. He wants you to believe he started the push for delineation. He didn't. He's just been riding the coattails of true activists for his whole career. His claim to fame was getting conscious leaders on the East Coast together in his movie to sell as a DVD out of his trunk. I mean, it's not like he's ever been a thought originator. He's just always rode the coattails of others, repackaged, repurposed, and monetized.
Okay, talking about. That's why I started using that and started to use it interchangeably. That's why I started to use the things interchangeably. Because I saw they were moving the definition of what it was. It was very confusing. It's double speak. A lineage doesn't have an ideology. A group has an ideology. You understand? And the other day after this New York Times article, Tone kind of came at me a little bit. He found a tweet of Trump that I made. Yeah. I'm the founder and we got chapters all over here. That ain't no lineage no more. When I'm naming me in these articles.
Sir, if the group is called American Descendants of Slavery, and in order to be in that group, you have to have a certain lineage, then yes, that lineage-based claim is the foundation of that group. What are you talking about? Oh my God. And there's so many knuckle dragging low IQ members of our community that ate this shit up, huh? That said, yeah, Tone and Yvette, they just gay, and yeah, Yvette, she's strappy this, strappy that. But y'all listen to Tariq, Kiki, and haha with a transsexual on Twitter Spaces all day, right?
Because y'all up here talking about it's a goddamn group. And when you say it's a group, you're putting a target on motherfuckers' backs. The minute you say it's a group, all of a sudden now we can label them a subversive group. They can do all types of stuff. The problem is I can't dismiss y'all because this fucking article got my name in it and they're talking about a damn group and insurgents and chapters. So now, shit. A lineage with...
Yeah, he dick rode Yvette and Carnell for a whole year, peep game, took notes, and then he went and tried to grift.
Your political organization, that there's a hierarchy and you guys are the leaders and the founders and there's some kind of agenda. I'm not fucking with that. And we should have a choice to know what we're co-signing. Period.
Period.
People should know what they are People should know what they are co-signing. The problem is when that causes confusion and people are supporting something, they don't know exactly what they're supporting. You understand? And then what happens is, but again, that's neither here nor there. It's here, but neither here nor there. You dig? We got to be clear about what the agenda is and what, if you claim that said, yes, ADOS conference was political because getting reparations and a black agenda enacted is a political exercise.
Exactly. Oh, FBA isn't political, but you guys are pushing for reparations, which is a political thing. I mean, you can't get reparations unless politicians sign off on that and you properly advocate through political channels. But, you know, ADOS is about politics, guys. We're not about politics. We're not about politics at all. No, you're just about crying on the internet.
Calling us a cult now. Okay, see, those are bad faith arguments. We get on code as far as our culture and our lineage. Everything else will fall into place. It's not a four-wall group. We don't have chapters. There's no leader. There's no founder. None of that. There's no leader. There's no founder. None of that. I don't have a movement. I'm not a real big person on movements. Now when y'all start venturing off into some shit that ain't true and y'all flirting with lies, I don't have a movement. I'm not a real big person on movements. Foundational Black American is not a political organization. We are nonpartisan. It's not a political organization because it's not an organization. It's a lineage. It's a lineage. It's not an organization where we can say you got to vote Democrat. It's not an organization.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up. That's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
Everything just has to be honest, man. Everything just has to be upfront. Everything has to just be very crystal clear. Call it something else. Don't call the lineage one thing, and then you got a little political thing over here calling it the same thing. And that was the beginning of the end. When Nicky Barnes got on that magazine cover in the 70s, dude, he thinking that they praised it.
You dig? FBA is a lineage. It's not a movement. Guys, I challenge you. Go to 20 random black people over the course of a week. In the course of a week, go to 20 black strangers and ask them if they know what an FBA is. They'll say no. Ask them if they've ever heard of a foundational Black American. They'll say no. This is something that primarily exists online. Guess what? There's East Coast conferences going on where governmental bodies are getting together and discussing reparations. There's been California hearings for reparations. People have been advocating for delineation and reparations outside of what Tariq is doing with his little FBA cult.
Foundational Black American is not a political organization. We got to get at them about some specific tangibles. I don't have an agenda, dude. I don't have no political agenda.
I don't have any political agenda, but we need to get tangibles. You know, I'm not a leader, but I started this thing and I'm the founder of it. You know, it's not a movement, it's not an organization, but I trademarked it federally. You know, you dig?
You dig? I'm trust me. Y'all know if I wanted to be petty, I'd be petty, but I'm not. I'm not being petty. What conference? See, this is why us getting grounded in our culture and us staying on that. You dig? Anyway, go to hiddencolorsfilm.com and get down with the Foundation of Black American Conference. I will holler at you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into his little cult conference, but before we do, we have to see how Tariq honors our culture.
Tell you something. If Ahmaud Arbery had some Ogun juice, that brother might have been able to get away from them damn white supremacists.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We got brothers and sisters out here getting found hung in trees. If you get some Ogun juice in your pocket, that will thwart some of that. Let me tell you something. This shit right here is hella serious, too.
Yeah. It sounds like he's a culture vulture. Nigga sounding like Vlad TV. Hey, peep game, man's it. Tariq hates Africans, right? He's all against tethers, you know, allegedly. But he has a African Orisha pepper spray he sells. Tell me he's not a grifter. Guys, it's not an organization, it's not a movement, but we gonna do this conference. Come pay $500 for a ticket.
Of a South LA family with ties to Scientology and the Nation of Islam will stand trial in a case the prosecutors say ripped off California taxpayers to the tune of $3.8 million. Today, a judge determined there is enough evidence against the mother, Hanan.
Oh, yeah, y'all. This is also one of the speakers that Tariq Nasheed is crowdfunding to pay to have come to his reparations rally on Juneteenth, Riza Islam. Why does Tariq hang with so many scammers, y'all? Riddle me that.
Islam and two of her adult daughters and a son. They are accused of running a scheme to defraud Medi-Cal by recruiting local high school students for drug counseling that the students did not want or need at a...
Damn, why does Tariq always hang out with people that are pimping our community?
Scientology Narconon clinic.
Hey, TT, not only is he just like Jay Morrison, he also collaborated with Jay Morrison. He also promoted Jay Morrison's Tulsa real estate scam. He hangs with all the scammers. His right-hand man on Twitter is who? Sir Major. Did you guys know that Sir Major is a convicted albino Black Lives Matter fundraiser scammer? Just Google Sir Major Page. This is, you guys have heard this name all the time. If you've ever heard a Tariq Nasheed Twitter space, you've heard Sir Major on there. You've heard him jerking off Sir Major back and forth. They do this little circle jerk thing. Did you know that Sir Major is an albino Black Lives Matter fundraiser scammer? This news article was back when he was just charged. He's now been convicted and sentenced. He's a convicted Black Lives Matter fundraiser scammer. Riza Islam was charged for fraudulent family scams. Why does Tariq hang with so many scammers? I wonder.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Give me a break. Now I know what it takes. I'm putting a new face on the old one. Ready for anything. Playing with fate. Not a moment too late. Showing the whole world nothing can get me down. Ooh. Give me a break. Yeah. Give me a break. 'Cause I sure need one. Give me a break. Yeah.
I just probably wish I was gone, but I'm still here. Thinking about the Foundation of Black American hoodie. It's tight, ain't it? This thing is tight, ain't it? You can get it at hiddencolorsfilm.com. Click the link below. Let me see. I'm I'm clicking the link right now just to make sure. But you can get the shirts, hiddencolorsfilm.com. Click below, hiddencolorsfilm.com. And also, while you're on the Hidden Colors site, you can stream and watch Hidden Colors. Get your shirts, get your hoodies. It's wintertime. I've been waiting to rock this one. Shout out to my Canadian.
Look at him trying to profit from the lineage, y'all.
Brothers and sisters. Black folks, you know, I see my folks out there on Skid Row, and you dig? You got, you know, I want us to start networking with each other so we can start, you know, making sure that other black people are employed. I have black employees. You dig? You got one, and you know, I'm just posted up waiting to go to surgery. Then a male nurse came in. You dig? You got a male nurse came in, and he was kind of sassy. And you dig? You got me. I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck? You got to take those off. The underwear, everything got to go. Shit. And I went on and, you know, took the rest of my joints off. And then, so, okay, it makes me a little uncomfortable. So I'm walking around here with this robe on. They do surgery, and my ass is out, which I don't. And then, like, no. Your bottom, we need to take a picture of your whole backside, including your bottom. I swear to God, they wanted me to lay to the side and take a picture of my ass. And then, I swear to God, we need to start networking and being around other black people who are successful. And then, we need to be around black people who are doing things progressive. We need to be around that energy. And then, we got to learn how to be around success, be around the things that we want. And then for us to be around progressive people, it's very important. You got to learn to be around that and not sit up trying to hate on that because we got this bullshit. Well, that nigga got the money. He must have told something. And then we better learn about success and being around success. And then around other progressive people. That's why.
Yeah, guys, don't get it twisted. This whole speech about black folks are on Skid Row and you need to be about around successful people. This was his pitch to sell tickets to his FBA conference. You know, he's saying that he's successful and his guest speakers are successful, so you should pay to come to the FBA conference and hang around some successful people. You dig?
Every last one of y'all need to be at the Foundational Black American Conference. Y'all better be there, vibing, networking, being around other people like-minded who's about progress, growth.
Oh, yeah, safe brother. I've reacted to enough Tariq content to know his tells. You know he's lying when he says you dig or when he swishes his tongue around in his mouth. Playing with his tongue and saying you dig. That's how you know he's lying.
Growth and success. And then, this is very important because understand, family, black success creates outside sabotage. Anytime we want to be successful, and I've talked about this many times, there's always people trying to sabotage us, and we got to learn how to. Dr. Wilson talked about this a lot. That's why I live my life free. Yeah, I get attacked by white supremacists. Yeah, they ban me from countries. See, that'll scare the average nigga. You get banned from a whole country? Nigga, I'm banned from an entire country. You better understand fearlessness. Right, and then you better live without fear.
Over there. I'm in
with
Athens,
other
Greece
like-minded
right now.
people who are just as fearless. And we gotta. And then, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let me get out of here. But anyway, family, y'all see the link below? Click that link below.
Hurry up and
If you contributed, let's contribute again at 6. If you contributed, let's contribute again at 6. That link below.
Damn, not the if you contributed, let's contribute again. Damn, Tariq and Umar are birds of a feather. Them motherfuckers just need your money.
More cash apps.
Tariq, you've already been flossing in your McMansion and your Bentley. We know you're a multimillionaire. Tariq, how are you still begging for donations, Tariq? You can't fund your own projects, Tariq. What is going on? Oh wait, his name ain't even Tariq. Oh shit, I forgot.
We got to understand energy, how important energy is, family. We really got to understand how important energy is. This is why when I do projects, I like to get all of us involved in it. So we'll find the one rich black person and then get them to do everything. No. Because we got to make sure that if there's not one Oprah around, how can we still get stuff done? We get stuff done by everybody. And then you go down, you go down. And then, yeah, brother. Anyway, man, go watch Hidden Colors 5, by the way. Hidden Colors 5 right now.
Hurry up and buy.
Stream it, watch it right now. And y'all need to go. I never really promote my Mackin books. Go to Amazon. I think I'm going to put out a 20-year anniversary for my book, The Art of Mackin. You already got it? Yes, get The Art of Mackin, get the Mac Within, get The Elite Way, all that stuff. Yeah? We get all that stuff. The Art of Mackin, The Elite, and then all that stuff. Go get The Art of Mackin if you want to learn some real good game. The game is priceless in that book. And then, you dig?
Yeah, guys, we need 20-year-old relationship advice from Tariq Nasheed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get into it, y'all. The lies are just twofold with Tariq.
Got anything new? Oh, I read down your former friend, Yvette.
Who?
Your former friend.
Who? Yvette Carnell?
Yeah, the one you got the hustle from.
What hustle did I get from Yvette?
The hustle that allowed you to go from Pan-Africanist to Black empowerment, delineationalist.
How did I get it from Yvette? I've been doing that for over a decade.
You've been doing what for over a decade? Advocating for reparations?
Black empowerment. Yeah.
Every time you tell me something, I figure that you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you faking. Oh yeah, yeah, I know you're lying, but you sound excited, and you know that I know that you're lying. Oh girl.
Yeah, this lying ass motherfucker just said he's been advocating for reparations for decades. You didn't talk about no reparations till you saw ADOS was popping. We ain't stupid. And matter of fact, guys, since I've been digging into his past as of late, I actually found a decades-old clip of him talking about reparations. And let's hear what slick out-of-pocket shit he got to say about us getting reparations.
All right, so let's get into some games. He said, what do I think about slavery reparations? Yeah, there should be reparations, but there's a way that we need to do it because black folks as a whole mentally will fuck up any kind of money that's given directly. There has to be some type of structure to it. If you start giving niggas, let's say every black person in America will get $10,000 next month in January, that niggas will be broke again on January 15th. It has to be organized. You cannot give niggas money right now. They'll fuck it right back up. They'll give it right back to everybody else.
Damn, aren't these what he would say modern day or white supremacist talking points? Isn't he on Twitter telling people it don't matter what we do with the money? That's racist to question what we do with the money. You don't question what the Jewish people do with the money. Just cut the check, cut the check, cut the check. But here he is a decade ago talking about we too ignorant to balance a checkbook. And peep game, y'all, in a second, he's going to say single mothers shouldn't get no reparations at all. Yeah, Tariq Nasheed was grifting this whole manosphere dating guru fuck shit before the rapping, before the R&B, before the pan goofiness, before grifting ADOS. Yeah, he was on some real misogynistic shit.
Be broke again on January 15th. It has to be organized. You cannot give niggas money right now. They'll fuck it right back up. They'll give it right back to everybody else. Going by June, shit. It'll be gone in 15 days.
Damn, I thought he said he's been advocating for reparations for over a decade. This doesn't sound like you doing a good job advocating for reparations. Oh, Lord, I'm the king of receipts, Marcus. You're going to learn the hard way.
Just like lottery, exactly. Just like lottery winners. Most lottery winners they go broke in 5 years. Just like that Dave Chappelle comedy skit. That's what messed that money up. What they need to do as far as reparations, they should have, it should be a designated plot of land or somewhere in middle America, somewhere where there's good fertile land.
Like a reservation? This motherfucker said we shouldn't get no money. We gonna trick off the money. We should get placed on a reservation. But modern day, he wants us to keep funding his projects and giving him money, huh? We got enough money to give it to his ass, but we don't know how to balance a checkbook and we shouldn't get reparations.
That should be given. That should be tax-free. That should be regulated to male-headed households. That's my suggestion. They should get a plot of land somewhere where there's very fertile ground, fertile land, and it cannot be settled unless it's a male, a black male who's the head of the household. We can't have no single mothers on that motherfucker.
Damn, y'all heard it here first. Single mothers don't get reparations. Brought to you by Tariq, King Flex, Amin Ra, Imhotep, turned xenophobic Tariq. Marcus. Yeah. I thought he said he's been advocating for reparations for over a decade, though. That's a weird way to show your advocacy.
What? Over a decade?
You've been doing what for over a decade? Advocating for reparations?
Black empowerment, yeah.
Okay, how did you do that while you were also bigging up Africans?
I still big up Africans. I don't have a problem with Africans. What makes you think I have a problem with Africans?
Every time you tell me something, I figure that you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you faking. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm punching down every time I do some content on Tariq. This is just such low-hanging fruit, guys. It's such low-hanging fruit. He has decades of receipts, decades of paradoxical hypocrisy. Come on, y'all. Let's get into it.
Over the past few days, I can't count it. I can't call it. But instead of focusing on the conference and in Black politics, Tariq Nasheed and his many minions have chosen to make the conference into something that it was not. So I want to first of all start by apologizing to this young lady whose picture was up on Tariq Nasheed's page, who made the conference into...
Guys, it's very strange that Tariq is talking about ADOS as a LGBT hookup circle now when he has so many LGBTQ friends on his Twitter spaces hanging out all the time. Shout out to TS Giselle. God damn it, I would have never known what the fuck a TS Giselle was. And oh, damn it, the TS stands for transsexual. I was today's years old when that dawned upon me. God damn it. TS Giselle. Oh, Lord. Tariq is the one who introduced it to our community, right?
An LBG sort of orgy party. And if you were there, you know that's not what it is. You know that's not what any of this is about. You know that this is smears and lies from someone who doesn't have any tricks in his bag except to kind of roast people and just kind of make up stuff. And I don't really, I think on one level you have to blame him because he just lies, but on the other level you have to blame the people who follow him because there's no accountability. Nobody says like, well, what are you talking about? Like, what?
And guys, in a moment, we're going to go ahead and open up the phone line. So click that link and call in. The question of the evening is, did Tariq Nasheed steal FBA from Yvette Carnell's ADOS movement? We already know he came up with it after he was invited to ADOS and saw the traction it was getting. So, I think that definitely speaks volumes.
What does that mean? Like, I haven't seen any indication of that. I've seen Yvette stand up for Black men when you were trying to sell Mink Slide tickets. I've seen Yvette go to get heat from Black women for standing up for Black men and Black women and saying we have to be a collective. Like, where does this come from? Where is the evidence? No, there's no evidence. The only thing that we have is the same people, and maybe I should understand it when I understand how people get manipulated into things. And if your base of people is people who had problems getting girls, so they bought your macking books, and then when the macking didn't work, you started calling them bed wenches. You just said, well, it's not because my macking game don't work, it's because these are just bed wenches, you dig? And that's why we can't have reparations, you dig? Because we got too many bed wenches, you dig? That's what he even said about me and Antonio. I love when Yvette and Antonio came along, you dig? You know, he said you're an LGBT organization. When I want to ask anybody, when have we been an LGBT organization? And the thing is, I need you people who are FBA to just do research. If you want to know how.
Hey, Tariq. He calls ADOS an LGBT organization because one of its founders is bi or lesbian or something. Well, Tariq, I guess FBA is a organization for tethers, by tethers, since you, the leader, is married to a tether, right?
You got a tether wife yourself, so you're a tether. You have a tether family. Your whole family tethers.
No, that's you projecting. Sir.
No, your wife is Haitian.
Nigga, my wife is nobody's Haitian. I proved my wife.
You see, you stuttering there. You have a Haitian tether wife.
I said, prove my wife is Haitian.
Yo, you don't even love your own women. Like your women, you don't even marry them. Like we
do.
I'm like, there's rumors going around that your mother-in-law is white, and it was like, what? Not Tariq. He is so down, and he's like educated so many people, including myself. So I was like, what's up? What's up? I want to know it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, my wife's mother's white. Yeah, but my wife is black. So.
That would make your wife biracial. That would make your wife mulatto, mixed. I mean, I don't think that makes her black. And the immigrant daddy would make her a tether, but he don't want to talk about that, huh? He got white folks in his house, but he talking about suspected white supremacists. He ranting about tethers on Twitter at 3 a.m, but his wife is a goddamn tether. Okay.
What my feelings are on LGBT issues. I have a video where I said the LGBT people are just stealing from the ADOS movement. They're stealing. They're trying to paint themselves in blackness, and they need to build their own movement. Our movement is not theirs. If you would just do a little research, you wouldn't be so easily manipulated. This is not an LGBT movement. It never has been. I don't even know how you were on board and you never knew what we were about. Y'all got to stop just jumping on the next thing smoking. If you didn't know what we were about, I was LGBT. If you had watched one video, there's nothing that I say more than that ADOS has to be a collective and that race should come first. I don't say anything more than that. So you have to be sort of a moron to believe differently. You have to be, and let me just say this. I always know what Tariq Nasheed says in a video because everybody just comes in I have open DMs. So everybody comes in my DMs and my messages in the comment section and say the same thing Tariq just said. Like, I don't have any problem disagreeing with anybody. I don't care what anybody says about me, especially if I don't value you. I don't care what he said, child, what he said. Yvette is a grasshopper. Was it a grasshopper? It was a something with, and then I had on a chopper suit. Well, it might have been, but I was wearing a chopper suit on Capitol Hill. Like, I don't know what you were doing, Tariq. I don't know. See, and I'm going to get to the data aspect. This is not going to be just a back and forth. I'm going to get to why all of this matters, right? Because I know a lot of you be like, Yvette, we just got to get back on. We got to get back on point. None of this. No.
Come on, y'all. Smash that like button on the way in. Hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. This is very, very interesting. I didn't know until I started to take a deep dive into Tariq's past that he's literally just been a professional grifter all his life, just grifting one trend to the next trend to the next trend while acting like he's the originator.
None of this matter. We got to get back on point. None of this matter. No, it does matter. Not to me. I don't value Tariq's opinion. I don't value anybody. I don't know what Tariq was doing. I know what I was doing in my chopper suit. And I think we have to get honest about what you were doing in your chopper suit and what you've always been doing. Whether you in or out of your chopper suit, you've always just kind of wanted to be famous. You've always been this guy. This is the same guy in the Diddy video. You just want to be famous. And I remember a friend told me, like, if somebody wants fame or money, don't give it to him. Like, that's the person you don't give it to. If somebody wants fame or money, don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. You had your chopper suit on too, except in my suit. No, I have no money. We all don't have no money. But in my suit, I was doing the thing that led me here. I was working in politics and learning about politics. See, the thing that you have to do, and we talked about this with Obama. You have to, as a group, put substance over symbolism. So what am I saying? You can't be so worried about a suit that I wore in 2003 or 2 or whatever it was, that you're not seeing that the suit is being used to take your attention away from a black political movement
Yeah, guys, people have been preaching reparations for decades. And while other people were doing the true work, pushing for reparations, Tariq Nasheed was doing this ghetto hood rat shit.
If you know somebody on welfare, say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Say food stamps, say it.
Oh my fucking God, I just clicked to a random point in this 40-minute rap album. I didn't know he was literally making chitlin ass raps about food stamps and welfare. God damn it, I gotta do an expose on this nigga. He's basically Drake. Motherfucker, you are a culture vulture. You're just promoting the most negative aspects of our subculture, and then modern day, we're supposed to think you're a fucking revolutionary? Nigga, how you go from talking about food stamps and welfare to putting yourself on a mural next to our icons?
Let me hear you say food stamps, say it. Let me hear you say wick, check, say it. And if you know somebody on welfare, say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now hold up. Wait up.
Playboy, Tariq, Marcus, I know you're listening. Listen up. You're not a colleague, you're a fucking colonizer.
You're not a colleague, you're a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us.
Hold up. Wait a minute. If you know somebody on welfare, say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Say food stamps, say it. Food stamps, let me hear you say food stamps, say it. Food stamps, everybody say wick in your life. Everybody, wick in your life. You need some wick in your life. Everybody, wick in your life. Break it down.
Okay, yeah, he's a political activist, guys. He's a strategist, he's a thought leader, he's a filmmaker, he's a hip-hop historian. No, he's a fucking grifter, charlatan, a fraud, a runner, a track star. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. The first person coming from the back to the front is Curtis. Curtis, let the people know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind. And did you know that all of Tariq's associates, for the most part, are convicted scammers?
Yeah, I've been knowing about what is his name again?
Sir Major.
Sir Major, yeah. I've been I think you posted videos about Sir Majors already. Everybody in the Rizm Islam is the one that I didn't know about until you just posted them earlier on this video.
Rizza Islam is a Nation of Islam Scientologist that was charged for Medicare fraud with his family. I mean, as the video said, him and his mother were preying on our community, trying to sign high school kids up, lying and saying that they're taking their drug program when they really weren't, so they can get grants and shit. I mean, let's take a look.
Against the mother, Hanan Islam, and two of her adult daughters and a son. They are accused of running a scheme to defraud Medi-Cal by recruiting local high school students for drug counseling that the students did not want or need at a sign.
Hey, the company you keep, Sir Major, convicted by the feds of fundraiser scams when he was with Black Lives Matter. So it's interesting how Tariq used to march with Black Lives Matter, you know, because it was popular at the time. And then when Black Lives Matter falls out of favor, now he's talking against Black Lives Matter, but one of his best buds is a Black Lives Matter convicted fundraiser scammer. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that Tariq is basically just two-faced. I don't think we really know. You really don't know what type of person he is. I think when this chick is saying, I don't remember her name, the chick with the high top fade.
Yeah, her name is Yvette Carnell.
Okay, Yvette. What she's saying is, it's like when you do your research on him, like him being in a Puffy video and everything else, this guy just really wants to be famous. We've been talking about this before with Tariq. He just really wants to be famous. He doesn't, and he'll go with any other grift or with whatever's popping at the time to make money for himself. So when it comes to all the crowdfunding events that he does, the hidden color things that he does, he never funds that out of his own pocket, even though he clearly has money. He uses the people that follow him blindly to fund all his films and his events, and then he still, once the events or the films come to fruition, he still charges them for the actual films and the movie tickets, like the hip hop documentary. He still charged them $30, which is over just a normal ticket price for a Hollywood production film.
Hey,
It's
and
like,
guess what? He could charge however much he wanted to if he was putting up his own money to produce the film, but you raise over $200,000 from the community and then turn around and sell them $30 movie tickets? Okay.
right, and like when it comes to him, man, it's like once you do the research, and just like what she was saying, if once you do the research on him and stop following him blindly, you will kind of see what type of character that he really is. And honestly, I think lately his content has been very basic. He hasn't really been saying or doing anything or talking about anything within the community, or rather getting reparations or anything profound. He made the hip hop documentary, and after that, he has really nothing else to say.
Guys, I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler, right? I'm putting together a official breakdown of all of Tariq Nasheed's fraudulent behavior. It's going to be a full documentary style expose, just like the one I did on Umar Jermaine Shumake Johnson, right? But when I do the investigative journalism to take a look into Tariq's past, a certain trend I realize. He crowdfunds for a project. As soon as he reaches that crowdfunding goal, he buys a Bentley or he goes on vacation. Hidden Colors gets crowdfunded. He goes to Fiji. Next, Hidden Colors get crowdfunded. Now he's streaming from Hawaii. Museum gets funded. Now he buys a Bentley. I mean, it's just no shame in the game. I mean, this motherfucker even posting fake videos talking about, look, guys, I just found a random woman sitting in my Bentley.
Okay, baby, okay. By kissing the Asians, and you're not gonna get that. White people are circling their wagons right now. This ain't no time for activity. Ain't nobody caping for no Asians. Let them.
Look at this shit. This motherfucker is flossing on the community. He fundraises for his museum, and then he rides around in his new Bentley, right?
Over, and it was a grown ass man with a BBL. So I'm about to bust this left and get off. I'm about to get off Sunset Boulevard. I don't know what's going on over here. Yeah, let me get off Sunset because I don't want to see that. But yeah, it's Friday, so you never know what you're gonna see. The weekends bring the freaks in, so you never know what you're gonna see. But yeah, man, as long as we are here, as long as we're tight. What's up, Sister Wani? How you doing, beloved? Shout out to Wani. As long as we tight, as long as we're on our square, we're gonna.
Hey, no shame in the game.
And he talks to everybody as if they're family, while he just stunts on the family.
Yeah.
And people still give him money, but
and don't y'all get me started on his toupee, okay? In the full-length documentary, I will be discussing his hidden hairline. I promise I will be discussing his hidden hairline.
Hey,
I mean,
Mike,
Mans is wearing whole weave units and shit.
You still haven't posted that video where he got his hair done by that chick and he was looking zesty. He had them like braids in his hair.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I ain't even. Hey, I'm sitting on a lot that I ain't post. I got a terabyte hard drive on Tariq Nasheed. I'm sitting on a lot, guys. Trust me. I can do a Tariq Nasheed live stream every day for the next 6 months if I wanted to, but I ain't gonna burden you with all that. I mean, but in order to reference the hidden hairline that we're discussing, I mean, yeah. Peep game, y'all. Peep game.
Beautiful FBA hairline, by the way. Shout that out. You always got to shout that out. I see people are giving props to my phenomenal foundation of Black American hairline, and I accept the praise. I accept it.
Sir, your hairline does not naturally grow thicker. Your hairline does not naturally just get better and crispier in your late 50s, or that's not how it works. You're getting what the barbers call enhancements, what some of us comedians call man units.
And I accept the praise. I accept it. Yeah. Who's that? What's up? Somebody's hating on my FBA, my illustrious FBA hair. Okay, we got some moist Negroes in here who can't accept the flyness.
My happiness comes from you.
Yeah, guys, the moist Negroes just can't accept his flyness. I mean, we just won't praise him for his wig installation.
All right. Just accept it, brother. Yeah. Just because your edges fell out when you were 12. You dig? Just because you have no edges, don't project that on other people. When you see me, just pop your collar, nigga. Just accept that the shit is fire. Just accept that, you know, my shit is precise and thorough. You dig? Just accept that. You don't project your own bullshit and your fantasies over here. That's very moist. That's very moist.
You are the first and the very
This nigga got the Killmonger. No, this nigga got the. He want to be a tether so bad, y'all. He want to be a tether so bad.
It's very moist.
He got him a tether wife. He got him some dreads sewed in. Oh damn. And what kind of man sits down and gets fake dreads sewn into their scalp? Okay, all right. Damn.
Yeah, and how old is he? Like, he's in his 50s.
Oh, he's 55.
Yeah, come on, man.
He got the crispiest hairline I've ever seen for 55. I mean, come on, y'all. Okay. All right, Tariq. All right. But you know, go ahead and leave us with some closing remarks, Curtis.
That's it, man. This dude is just I think he's starting to fade out eventually. He's just gonna fade out. His content is just it's stale at this point. The documentaries are pretty still. I mean, the fans it's only a matter of time before his fans just move on to somebody else. Even
I got another one. Here we go.
No, my hair's not flaky. I just put some leave-in conditioner on it, and it's still kind of sitting up there. Yeah, I put some leave-in.
Nigga, that's a weave. You got an ashy weave.
Conditioner on it. My hair's not flaky. I put a little leave-in conditioner on there just to give it a little moisturization because I had bed head all day. All right, old Vidal Sassoon niggas. All right. We have somebody sassy with his shirt balled up and a knot. Your hair got flakes on it. No, Miss Thing. No, dude.
That was a hell of a good impression, Tariq. It's like you practiced that in the mirror or something. Okay.
Yeah, he got that Pauly D hairstyle. I don't know what he's
doing. Yeah. Well, all right, brother. Closing remarks. We're going to wrap up. Yeah, this shit is wild.
That's pretty much just it, man. Just Tariq's just being Tariq at this point.
I don't even got to ask you if you think he stole the the whole movement.
Of course he stole it. He stole everything. The pimp game, the macking game. Even when he raps, he's just stealing raps from. Even how he raps on some of the songs, you can tell he's just stealing it from other artists. And then even with the food stamp thing or whatever, you own food stamps, blah 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 blah. It sounds like the Bone Thugs is the first of the month. Like he steals everything. I don't know how people don't see it. Like everything he takes is from somebody else, and he just tries to remix it for himself. So you got ADOS, and then you got FBA. Like everything he takes is from somebody else that's actually smarter than he is. And then he takes it and tries to flip it, but he can't purvey it in a certain type of way. He just purveys it in a way, and then he just.
We got to wrap up. I like to keep these things right below an hour just for the algorithm's sake. But thanks for calling in, Curtis. And New Era, I got you. I'll go ahead and play your tune in honor of Tariq on the way out. We'll see you guys later. Appreciate you showing up.
Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. That's gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you